This afternoon, a jury in California found Meta and YouTube negligent in that landmark suit over social media safety. The plaintiff, who testified her nonstop use of social media either caused or contributed to her depression, anxiety, and how she viewed her body, well, the jury awarded her $3 million in damages. We're bringing back our 21 News at 5 criminal defense attorney, Matt Mangino, to weigh in on this. So, Matt, the jury found Meta was 70% responsible in causing her harm. YouTube was at 30%. What does it sound like the prosecution sold to the jury to find this?
Well, this case is a civil case, and it's an important case, not necessarily because of the amount of damages. $3 million does not sound like a lot of money to Meta, who makes billions of dollars a quarter. But what it does is it shows that, in fact, plaintiffs' attorneys can prove that that Meta and YouTube are using their devices, their technology to create addictive content, and that it's harmed this young woman mentally and physically.
And are you shocked by the jury's decision, knowing that this could probably serve as a bellwether for other cases across the country?
Well, I think this jury, probably looked very closely, focused in on the specific damages that KGM, the young woman who was involved in this, suffered. And, the expert evidence that was presented to show that, in fact, YouTube and Meta knew that the techniques and technology they were using were, in fact, addictive, and that was the intent.
And do you suspect there's going to be more lawsuits like this filed in other states?
Well, there already are many hundreds of cases filed across the country. In fact, this is similar to what Champion School District and other school districts are doing across Ohio and across the country. In fact, in California, I believe there are 8 trials already scheduled that deal with very similar things in the separate cases with separate victims.
And the plaintiff's attorney says that he hopes these proceedings produce more transparency, accountability to the public, so that the companies that are creating these, don't create an addiction crisis with their platforms. Do you believe attorneys for Meta, YouTube, are they likely advising their clients to make some changes?
Well, I think when you look at this case specifically, and there was another recent case in New Mexico where the Attorney General got a verdict for $375 million in a case on behalf of school districts and other entities. So yeah, they're going to take a close look at this, and they're going to see what their future liability holds. Now, this is one specific plaintiff who got $3 million. When you multiply that by hundreds and even thousands of other cases across the country, the numbers start to add up and could be catastrophic for Meta and for YouTube and for other platforms as well.
If they do appeal, where does that go next? And could this eventually reach higher courts? What would be your prediction moving forward?
Well, there definitely will be appeals, because while there was $3 million in damages, this jury's going to come back and determine whether or not there should be punitive damages, which is a form of punishment in civil cases where a plaintiff intentionally caused harm when they knew that, in fact, they were causing the harm. This is going to have an impact on Meta, and it's going to have an impact on YouTube and other platforms across the country, especially with these pending cases.
And those punitive damages, those could be fines. Would that be what the form would be?
Well, they're akin to punishment in a civil case. So you knew what you were doing. You knew that it was causing harm. You continued to do it. And those punitive damages can be very, very high and very significant, even though the compensatory damages here compensating this plaintiff is $3 million. Punitive damages could go extremely higher.
Oh, wow. All right, Matt, we will follow this. This is definitely something that broke late this afternoon. More updates are on the way, I'm sure. So we'll follow this one closely. Thank you for joining us here at 5, as always.
Thank you, Lindsay.